Mic check. That's a mic check. All right. Get a little louder. There it is. Sensitivity. Sensitive. All right. Mic check complete. Camera locked in position. Got Michael's ready angry face. But check it out. This is number 65. Yeah! Rockstar, Grand Theft Auto Online. Best game ever made. Okay? Turn your fucking PlayStation off if you think otherwise. Go sell that shit. You're not playing GTA 5. And you haven't been for the past 10 years like I have. Yeah, you need to be doing something else more constructive with yourself. Because you're wasting your time otherwise. This game is the best game ever made. Yeah. Bar none. Totally affecting the way other game developers are going about creating their new games. They keep this game in mind. And they're like, how can we flip the script? How can we make like an open world, free roam type of game? Just like Grand Theft Auto 5, so we can be as successful, but and not copy it so much. Maybe we'll make it, instead of Michael Franklin Trevor, we'll make it Beavis, Butthead, and Batman. And then instead of cars and modernistic looking weapons, we'll have make-believe. You know what I mean? Alright. Anyway. Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. You know, I'll say a little more before I go online and start kicking some ass. I had my, I don't know how to say it. My fucking TV, it has to warm up. Somebody threw this TV away. And it's humongous. It does a little flickering at the startup. But then it smooths out after the bulbs warm up or whatever. I don't know how much life it's got left. But it's a lot bigger than the other one I had. And it's a smart TV. So, the TV I had before was way bigger. Like a 55-inch, but it was a dumb TV. It was like, it would make the fucking whole living room hot because it had like it was a thick ass TV. It was probably about like that thick, about as thick as my forehead, like that thick. And yeah, all kind of cooling fans and funny shit in there. Brilliant picture. It looked great. It was super sharp and it was fun as hell. It was like massive screen, but it met its demise. It didn't fall. It didn't do anything else. I moved it from one place to the other, and then it was like, I don't want to work anymore, and it just stopped working. So I literally threw that bitch off the fucking balcony. It was great. I wanted to make like a whole video of me playing the game, and then getting like use one of the clips of when I'm fighting modded accounts, and then all of a sudden I get hit with the blue screen error message. You know, that happens like every time. I want to say like at least 7 out of 10, just to be a bit modest. At least 7 out of 10 times once I interact, my internet does not, it's allergic to you modded fucks. Alright? Like you're in here with your fast run, your gabillions of dollars and shit. All of that shit is connected to your profile, and then when ours like mix and we start battling, it's like all that information needs to, you know, mine or something like that. That way, like it can register, you know, what our kill count is and where we are on the map and all this shit. And it's like it's constantly trying to like, how the fuck does this dude have all this shit? The game ain't even been out that fucking long. How's he got gabillions of dollars and why is he moving so fast? Like it confuses the shit out of my internet. My internet is fast, but it ain't that fast. Like nobody's internet's that fast. That's why your ass is always getting disconnected too, I imagine. Like, you'll fire the shit up and think you're online, all of a sudden, oh man, I gotta reload. Like, I don't know what the fuck situation is for you. All I know is you need to cheat to compete because you're too fucking weak. And you didn't buy this game like 10 years ago. You bought a modded account like last week. And yeah, you're just figuring this shit out. But that might not be the case. You might have been playing as long and then you were like, I'm sick of this, you know, and you just went and I got a fucking modded account and everything else. Whatever your story is, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and your fucking modded account. There's ways to cheat in this game without cheating like that, just to compete against other players in PvP, like the combat aspect of the game. I've cheated and done many jobs for shit since PlayStation 3 to get money, millions of dollars, you know, and Rockstar forgive me for that, and they've allowed it for several of us in the community. We're all in a cheaters pool, okay? We're allowed to play against each other, basically. You got a free aim session, you got an assisted aim session, and it's split in that manner. But then I believe it's also split. This is just, I don't know. I don't work for Rockstar. I'm not a employee of any kind. I'm a fan. And based on the amount of time that I've been playing this game, this is what I can surmise with my experience. Having had friends since PlayStation 3, they're still my friends, just like family in real life, but like they don't play this game anymore. They moved on. The guy that I knew, he had a modder, he had a jailbroken PS3, and he had a mod menu and all that shit. I was just sitting in his living room when he was doing it. I was where I was in the world, and he was where he was, and we were still friends. We met up on this motherfucker. I used that as like my alternate account and shit like that to explore shit. And yeah, I lost my train of thought confessing too much about what I've done playing this game. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, it's cool and I appreciate it. The glitching community, it's been thriving. And I believe I've mastered understanding the concept of what a glitch is versus an exploit and a game-breaking modification like Fast Run. Now, I accepted the friend request of this gentleman day before yesterday, and I'm gonna show you because I know that he has Fast Run, and I know he does. He hasn't confessed as much, but he went into a bit of an advantage because you're faster. You have a speed boost. Come the fuck on, internet. I ain't even playing online yet, and this fucking thing's acting like it's insufficient. I don't know, I'm probably gonna get disconnected right here. Anyway, I went on to explain how having an increased, it's like the Flash verse who's fast but not that fast. Who's almost as fast as the Flash? I don't cover a lot of the DC comics. You know, I was a big fan of Batman. You know, that's about it. I can't think of anybody else that was in the DC universe that I was like, oh yeah. It was Image Comics, I believe, that did the other ones. But I didn't even read those comic books. I just liked the way that the characters were designed, like Warblade and Ripclaw. I don't even know their backstories or what their actual abilities are and stuff like that. They just look cool as shit. This dude had like long ass green hair, ponytail, and he had like this chrome like suit, and then he can expand his hands real huge like claws and shit. I just thought he looked cool in the way that they drew him, like the style of art that artist was creating. And then Ripclaw was another one, like he had hands too, something like that, but it turned into claws and shit. But the dude was like Diesel. He was like a muscular figure, and the other guy was like a medium muscular build figure. And yeah, they used to kick ass together. I remember I had this one wizard. The wizard was used to kind of it was a magazine that you could find the values of comic books and stuff like that, and I used to be heavy into collecting comic books. We lost all our collection. My mother got evicted, and she didn't get all her shit out in time, and we had some more stuff in the basement, I wasn't living with her at the time. My younger brother and my sister were, and they're both my younger siblings, and they got put out, and they weren't allowed back in to get their stuff. And you know, if that ever happens to me in this kind, I'm burning your fucking house down, landlord. You know what I mean? Oh, you didn't let me back in to turn the oven off. I was trying to get back in there to get some of my stuff and do that, but you didn't let me, and I guess it caught fire. Well, shit, I hope you got fire insurance, because you didn't get my fucking rent. You're not going to get it now, and you don't need it, because the place is burnt the fuck down. Just turn it back into a fucking lot. Motherfuckers. That didn't happen, but, yeah, it was years ago, years ago. Original comics. Like, from the Carnage vs. Spider-Man, the Death of Superman, the Apocalypse, that's with the X-Men. We had all those comic books, man. The chromium covers. I had the chromium covers of that Apocalypse. I had like a bunch of Wolverines and Punishers. I had this book of Punisher. It was like that thick. It was like 5 comic books in one. And it was called The Circle of Blood. It's when the Punisher took on the Yakuza and like a couple other different gangs and shit like that. I remember reading it and everything like this, but I never wanted to open the book because I was trying to preserve it. So I had my copy, and then I would go back to the comic book store and I would just read through it at the comic book store and put that fucking open book back on the shelf, because yeah, mine was gonna stay brand new. But yeah, man, we lost all of that shit. I had Michael Jordan, I had Shaquille O'Neal's rookie card. I believe my older brother, may he rest in peace, Lord, rest his soul, the bastard stole my collection from me. I had like Michael Jordan cards. I had Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. I know I had Shaquille O'Neal. He was on LSU. I had a Shaquille O'Neal LSU card. He's slamming and he's breaking the fucking backboard. They took a picture of it. It's like it was a card. I think it was an upper deck one too at that. But I had that motherfucker. A bunch of Michael Jordan cards. I believe I had a Michael Jordan rookie card, a Fleer, and at the time I was like, I kept it in a hard case just because it was a Michael Jordan card, but I didn't believe it was going to be worth anything. I think Drake just did some kind of where they do this unboxing and shit. They'll buy like a whole case of cards, and then you just go through them and hope that you get something. And he stumbled across the Michael Jordan 1983 Fleer rookie card, and that bitch is worth $350,000. So I believe I had that exact same card, and you know, God willing, I think my nephew has it, because like I said, my older brother died in a motorcycle accident, but he stole that shit from me. He stole like 2 books, 2 you know, little folders that me and my brother went and just collected a whole bunch of comic book cards, but I was collecting comic book cards, baseball cards, basketball cards. That was it, NFL cards. Yeah, those are my main things. I was collecting NFL, NBA, and fucking comic Marvel cards and shit. And anything else I could find get my hands on and shit like that. Yeah, I won't be that fucking honest. But yeah, we had a bunch of them shits. And anyway, they were left in the basement. My mom got kicked out. Wasn't allowed to get our stuff, so we lost it all. We lost it all. The Lord giveth and He taketh away. The Lord giveth and He taketh away. Believe it. But He replaces with better. So yeah, believe that too. But yeah, I gotta rewind the shit to actually figure out where I was going. That's why I delved into that shit. But needless to say, this is the best game ever fucking made. And one second. Yeah, 1 second.